The professor here. Today we look in on the genius clockmeister as he solves yet another horological conundrum.
Why, thank you, Professor. What have we got for today? Now we gotta see how we did with our bushing job. There's a new bushing right there, and there's one in there. Got a new bushing in that plate. We were not able to get one there, but we got one there. So let's take this apart. And let's put the put together like that. Goes like this. Like this. Like that. Like that. Okay. Okay. I can't even see the hole. I can't even see the hole without my glasses. Okay, now this one gotta go somewhere to talk to that one. Otherwise, how do we talk to that one? Well, I think we go there, maybe. Nope, it does not go there. Maybe it goes this way. Okay, there it goes like that. There's how it goes. Alright. So that's the complete time train without the thing. So put this on top. I am the I like using these brass tweezers. They don't magnify. Okay, this is that place. Get away there. Don't get me please. Okay, got it. Everything. Got it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to take this one out, this last one out. Take that out. There we are. This is what I want to see is so I'm just testing to see how freely things move. Okay, do we have end shake? Got end shake. We seem to have end shake in everything. We've got good end shake. Everything seems to be moving. And do we have as much play as we did last time? Remember, we had a lot of play in that escape wheel. There is no play in that escape wheel now. That's really good. That's a good sign. Okay, let's take this off. There's no play in that escape wheel. And the plate that I got is where the wheel was weakest, where it moved the most. So I was able to get the bushing, the new bushing, up here. Man, I did a nice job in that bushing. That's a beautiful job. So I like, the only issue that worries me is that bent section that where we had trouble yesterday. All right, now we can reassemble this clock, this movement, and see if it works. Why don't we do it? Here's what we'll do to make things easier. We'll just assemble the train. I'll just assemble this. And only this. Put this guy in last. Well, we gotta clean that. I gotta pause this. We gotta clean that. Oh, Jesus, that's sticking in there. It's probably a little too tight. You all right? It's probably a little too tight. Oh yeah, it's sticking. That falls out. So that is the main thing is it falls out. Half the time I don't know whether we're recording or not recording. Sometimes we are, sometimes we aren't. The plan is to see if the time size works before we install the rest. No sense getting all that other stuff in yet. Okay. We have the time train in place. We're going to put these screws on, tighten her up. Put these nuts on, I mean. Tighten it up. Pliers to tighten this up because we want this nice and tight. Let's take the time. And I believe it goes something like that. I think we're going to have to take these off. Oops. Get it in right. It goes like that. We need one of these, one of these, we need one of these, and we need one of these. This is where I'm terrible. Trying to put these screws in, I'm not very good at it. My hands are too shaky. See it? I had it in place there and it just, my hands are too shaky. Okay, that is now in place. Now we need this, our floating balance, to go in place. Where's the screws for the floating balance? Right here. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth, because this is going to tell me, I may need to do some adjustment, but this is going to tell me whether my bushing job worked or not. And you're getting to watch it firsthand, just like me. Well, we need something to wind. Let's wind her up and see what's happening. I haven't oiled it or anything. Not going to. If that started going by itself, I'd be really pleased. Ten winds should give me enough power. All right, let's ticky-tacky. Let's ticky-tacky. All right, we got a problem. The balance is off here. I'm just going to turn this way. I think this way. Maybe a little too hard that way. I'm going to put it in beat, basically. I heard it clicking. Yeah, I'm jammed up here. Or jammed up here somehow. What's going on? Are we hitting the rollers or? I think we're almost there. I think we're almost there. Sorry, look down on the second above. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. Oh man, Everything looks good. Something's wrong with the escape wheel now. Not escaping. Okay, everything looks good there. Are we getting power? Seems like we're getting power. I had to do this before I move this thing around. I'm not going that way enough. Seems like it's not going far enough that way. I've got it pushed way over. Okay. At least I got the escape wheel moving. Maybe a little oil would help. Just a little oil, see what happens. Yeah, it's just an adjustment I gotta make. It's just an adjustment. This club. Good news. We made adjustments. Took me a long time, but I did it. And I want to explain exactly what I did to get this going because I think it could be very, very helpful with other people. So I'm going to do a little drawing because this could be very helpful. I think I could fix one of these to run as long as the floating balance itself was working, now that I've been through this process in detail. Let me show you a drawing. Okay, so here's what you have. You have the balance. This is the big wheel. And under that, there's a banking pin. And under that, there's a C, a letter C. And then you have your pin that comes off the pallet forks. So here's the pallet forks. It comes up like this, and it creates a pin. And what does it look like? Let me see. I have to stop this and have a look at it. Just one sec. Yeah. Okay. So it comes out like this. It comes out like this. And then there's a piece that comes down like this here. And this piece has to go inside the C on the clockwise revolution and outside the C on the counterclockwise revolution. And so what happened was when I first set this up, the end of the C was hitting on here. It was hitting this guard. And so what I did is I bent it back towards me a little bit, this whole mechanism, and it cleared the guard clockwise. But when it went inside, it would jam up against the inside here. So what I had to do is I had to squeeze this tip this way in order for it to clear. Because what they told me was that you need at least 270 to 360 degrees of rotation. So I just moved this with my finger counterclockwise to see if I had clearance all the way around, and I did. And then I moved my finger clockwise to see if this would go inside. And when it went inside, it chafed up against the inside of the C, and of the C portion that's made in the shape of a C, and it would tie up. It would bind up on that. So that's why I had to bend this in a little, and then it wouldn't bind up on the outside of this C. So then when I did that, I could move it in a full 360 rotation with my finger. So then when I let go, after I made that adjustment, it started going. And then I measured, I took a picture in slow motion, which I'll post, showing how much rotation I have when it's running. And it's actually got pretty good rotation. Somewhere in the order of 340 degrees I've got. I don't have a full 360, but I got about 340. So I'm happy with that. So I guess the bushing work we did really worked well, and there's nothing wrong with the clock now in terms of time. And also I put the hand on the clock so I could keep for a day or I monitored how well it kept time, so I could adjust it, and it actually kept time pretty good. So I was pleased with that. So yeah, so that's it. So now the next step we've got to do in this process is we have to put, I don't know why that's stopping just now. It shouldn't be. That should pick up speed. The next step in the process is to put the strike side back in, and then fix that problem that we had with this piece that was broken off, this cam. So I have an idea how I can glue that back together, but that'll be the next step in the series. Okay, first attempt is a failure. So what happened was I put the snail on to see, I put the rack on to see how it would interact, and it was missing. So I think what I'm going to do this time, on this next attempt, I knew there'd be more than one attempt, is I'm going to file the two pieces flat so I can get a better adhesion. And it was on strong enough, I think, to work, but it could be better. I just need a proper file. I need a file here. I can file these flat. Don't know what size file I need, but starting to get a shiny flat surface here now. But if we lose too much material, it could be a problem, so we don't want to take too much off. Looks like it's on an angle. It's got to be nice and flat. Got to be level. I need a better file. I need a stronger file that will straighten it. You want to stop you hourglasses on here? You don't get it goes up. All right. See, straighten this out. I'm trying to pick a glue out here. Boy, I don't have a lot of surface, I lose you. That's for sure. I don't have a lot of surface. This thing has got to be flat and level. I think we're only going to get a couple of chances at this. Can't file too much off. Alright, back to the glue again. The magnet idea of holding the piece in place didn't really work out. I find it difficult to get this glue out of the package. Come on. Come on, Mr. Glue. Harder to get out of the package. Alright. Here we go with attempt number 2. Got a glob of glue on there. And we're gonna fold it on. Now we gotta get it level. Okay, that's attempt number 2. I'll let that cure.